There will be political blowback. I think incumbents are going to face political blowback. And, in the Senate, that is particularly difficult for Republicans because there are a number of Republican seats that are right at that tipping point. They're very much in play right now. So if you look at Republican Senate seats coming from Iowa, North Carolina, Colorado, Georgia, now even South Carolina potentially, these are Republican incumbents who are going to face voters who will be very angry that they weren't able to get something done. Now, each side, the House and the Senate, have each passed their own bills, right? So they try to have this sort of messaging around, well, we passed an agreement. The other side wouldn't let us have what we wanted to have, and therefore we're not going to have an agreement. I'm not so sure voters will buy that at the end of the day. So I do think it will be a challenge in particular for those incumbents who are in tough races for re-election.
Interesting. And Lanhee, as you know, the Senate balance is going to be critical to many of our viewers who are watching for any change in economic policies, tax policies going forward. Do you think there was anything out of this messy debate that we had this week that will impact what happens with the Senate balance?
Yeah, look, I think this is yet another difficult sign or another difficult factor that Republicans who are in tough races are going to have to deal with. Number of suburban voters, moderate voters, independent voters, to the extent that there are any, they have indicated that they didn't particularly care for the president's style. And I do think that that will end up having an effect potentially on down-ticket races, Senate races, House races, et cetera. So the big challenge now is going to be this. How does a Senate candidate who is a Republican and needs President Trump's supporters to show up on Election Day to help them across the finish line, how do they draw the delicate balance between supporting President Trump on the one hand, but drawing distance from elements of President Trump's performance that were more difficult? For example, his inability to disavow the Proud Boys group. I think that will end up weighing on down-ticket Republicans. They're going to have to figure out a way to separate themselves from the president while not being too far apart to lose that base support.